Alright, as you can see here, I am on the Garmin Connect full site, and I'm using my tablet, which is probably not the best device to use. And Garmin Connect has changed the format here. You have to use two fingers to move the map around. You can still use pinch and zoom and all that stuff. But as you can see, I'm in northern Minnesota, close to Duluth, right next to Wisconsin, right on the border. And I am going to set up three different I guess little hikes. A couple of them a little over 2 miles, and one of them just over a mile. And they're at different areas because I'm not quite sure which roads are open or closed, and I wanted to make sure everything is good to go as far as options. This first one, I believe, takes me to two different peaks. And you can see I'm using stay on roads. And since it considers the Superior Iking Trail a road, it automatically stays on the road. So the first peak that it went to was Eli's Peak, and that is Barden Peak right there. Now that's the overlook with the road. You can see West Skyline Parkway. I'm not going to go there, at least not with this course that I'm setting up. I'm just going to go up to one of these little overlooks you can see right there, and that's the one there. Now, at the top of the screen right by the word Connect, it says Untitled. You can barely see it. I have to be very careful. And I'm just going to call it Eli and Barden Peaks. This is one of the little courses I'm creating here. And it's a little over 2 miles. So what I'll do is, if I select this course, if the roads are easy to get to on this one, then I'll start it up, walk up to both peaks, and hang out for a little bit, and then turn around and walk right back. And maybe when I walk back, it'll be dark out, so I'll do a little night hiking. The elevation on these peaks are, I believe, between 1,100 and 1,300 feet. I'm not sure the exact elevation, but I'll have that information as I do the hike. So you can see up there, I press save after I named it. You can barely see, but the thumbs up means it's saved. Now I go to courses, and you can see the list of courses that I have there on the left, and I'll scroll and see there, right there in Duluth. You can see now, you have to use two fingers to move. It's a little bit frustrating. Right there south of Duluth now, I've created three courses. I didn't show creating the other courses because it's just more of the same. So the Eli and Barden's Peak, or Barden Peaks, that is on the right side there. You can see, I'm going to scoot it over a little bit here. Right there. That is, yep, that's right there. And there's a couple more. You can see Fond du Lac to Munger. It's Munger Trail. Willard Munger Trail is right there. And then off to the west is Jay Cook. That's Jay Cook State Park. And I can look at that one there. It shows some basic stuff. It assumes I go at a 6 mile per hour, 10-minute mile pace, and all that stuff. It's kind of silly how it does that. But anyway, so I get out of that, and I go to the Garmin Connect application. Now, for some reason, you have to orient it in portrait orientation, which is ridiculous, but it's all right. So I go to the application, and this is where I want to see that the three courses that I created have been synced or transferred automatically to the application. Now, down there you can see it's syncing to my Fenix 3. That's just basic data. That's not the actual courses. So when I look at the courses here, I can see, there they are, Eli and Barden's Peak, Fond du Lac to Munger, and Jay Cook one. Now look at Eli and Barden Creek, or Barden Peaks. There it is right there. Course I created. And Fond du Lac to Munger. Right there is another one. And then the Jay Cook. The Jay Cook, I didn't stay on roads because I could not see any trail. So I just created my own there. So that may be a little bit off if I choose to do that one. There it is right there. And now I go to the Eli and Barden Peaks, and up on the top right, I'm going to save it to my Fenix 3, and you can see on the bottom there it's syncing. And in order to check to see if it's there, I go to Navigation, Courses, and there's other courses, and there it is, Eli and Barden Peaks. So, since I can see that is there, that's pretty cool. Now I can go to the other courses, the Jay Cook number 1 there and save these other courses to my Fenix 3 and make sure they're on there. You can see on the bottom it's syncing. When it's syncing, it takes a while, especially if the course is a long course. One of the courses I have is like a 95-mile course. That took a long time to sync. So you can see now, there is the Eli and Barden Peaks. You've already seen that one. Now it's updating. Right there in my Fenix 3 is updating because it's syncing and it's getting the Jay Cook course that I just sent there. Now this is crucial. You need to check your Fenix 3 to make sure that you have the courses. Now I'm going to make sure that the Fond du Lac to Munger Trail course is synced to my Fenix 3. And you can see on the bottom there it's working. Always have to make sure it's on your watch. You don't want to get to an unknown destination where you don't know the territory and you're counting on a preset course that you created and it's not on your Fenix 3. So now you can see it's updating. That's what happens when the sync is complete. Yep, Fond du Lac to Munger. Now I'm going to go down to navigation and check my courses. And you can see there's Fond du Lac to Munger right there. Now I want to look at the map. Now you can see it's the same shape. That's the exact same course. It's just a series of coordinates that are plotted into the watch there. Now I'm going to look at Jay Cook 1. Make sure that's good to go. That's 1.31 miles. That's not very long course. The good part is I could go around there and then go back to the car. It's kind of a loop almost. Very simple. Now the Eli and Barden Peaks, just to finally check and make sure that's good to go. Yep, there it is. Okay. That one's probably the most complicated one because it has the most elevation change. Good to go. Awesome. Now I have my paper map here, and I want to make sure my paper map that I take with me is accurate as well. You can see on the left there, it's called the Triangle Trail. That is what I named Jay Cook number 1. Now when you look at the Garmin Connect full site, you cannot see a trail there. So that's why I had to kind of eyeball it looking at the paper map and create the map. Now you can kind of see it's a little bit off, but that's okay. Once I get there, the territory will tell me which way I need to go. You know, if there's obstacles, I'd have to go around and all that stuff. And you can see that's Jay Cook. Now Fond du Lac, you can see right there at the bottom, goes right there. And now that little access trail there is different than what is actually available. So I had to check on the online Superior Hiking Trail website to check out the map and see where it actually goes. So you can see right down there, Fond du Lac, there's that P for parking. Yep, right there. But that little squiggle to the right doesn't go that way. Instead, it goes up that way. And it squiggles around there to that place. I may end up taking that one because it's probably the I guess the middle of the road one as far as difficulty and length. And Eli and Barden Peaks, that's the goal. If everything works out great, those are the ones I'd like to take. So you can see that looks pretty much just like the paper map. Everything's good to go. The parking's right there. And hopefully everything is the same and there are no surprises when I get up north. Awesome. Really looking forward to this short little day trip. Sweet. All right, everybody. This is a quick video of the gear I'm going to take on my little hiking trip tomorrow. Now, it's not a complete list. Obviously, I don't have my water or my food and a couple other clothing items, but at any rate, let me start with the electronic stuff. First and foremost, my Garmin Fenix 3 watch. And then I'm going to take my cell phone, which is an LG G4. This is my main recording tool. And then my backup phone, which is a Lumia 635 Nokia. I have a external battery here with a little cord to make sure that they're both charged up. I'm not going to bring my charger for the Fenix because that'll last forever. I have my chest heart rate monitor here, my tempi thermometer. I have a 132 gig flash drive with a transfer cable that I can transfer video and pictures from my phone to there if it, takes up too much space. 2 tripods. I have one with little grabby little feet here, or legs, and then a collapsible one. And then over here I have my backpack, which is it's like a seat backpack. It folds out. It's a very small backpack, but it turns into a little stool. I have an emergency poncho here just in case. Weather says it's supposed to be about 25 degrees, maybe some snow. That'd be great. I have my hiking poles here. I have my little spikes here. I'm taking my Chemalus Carnivore X, and I'm also taking the little blade here, taking my little sharpener just in case. And I'm taking, of course, my car keys, which has my Gerber dime multi-tool on it. It has a bunch of different things. For my cook kit, I'm just taking a little basic pot, and there's another pot in there with a little cup. I'm taking this is a Coleman butane propane mix fuel, and then my Primus little stove here. Taking a spare set of glasses because I need my glasses to see, and my headlamp, which I'm going to charge before I go out, but headlamp is if I'm out there at night. My gloves, my North Face ones that have the fingertips where I can use my phone, warm gloves, a hat, and then my little first aid kit, which has a little bit of toilet paper, some waterproof bandages, a lighter, some, it's like Excedrin migraine medicine, ace bandage, a little tea here, Q-tips, and some Carmex. And then my Superior Hiking Trail map here for just the little area that I'm going to. Boot laces. I always bring boot laces, brand new, and that's, they can double to wrap things up, or if my boot laces break, then I have that. Awesome. And then I'm bringing this little instruction here for this, and I can also use it as kindling if I want to start a real fire. But that's about it. The only thing I really didn't show is some food. I'm just going to bring food for one meal, probably some roast beef and veggies and stuff, and then water. I'll probably just bring a smart water bottle. But this is it. This is the basics. Going to go up to around the Duluth area, and should be kind of fun. Awesome.